कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो धारी आए सो आरी आए, nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ होना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः.
Double आवाज आ रही थी. I thought I got two heads. I am talking through two heads. When it is said that there is one reality expressing through all the things and beings, see, meaning things are the field of experience and beings are the experiencer of that field. So in and through there is but one reality. That means the experienced is also the self, the reality, the Brahman, Bhagavan, whatever you call, and the experiencer is also the same. So it becomes difficult to comprehend. Then it was told that per head there is one jiva. So if only one reality is expressing as jiva or the soul in all the bodies, then if one jiva is miserable, all should be miserable. If one jiva is happy, all should be happy. So this is difficult to comprehend. Now what is the reason? The reason is given here. यस्माद् यतः घटाकाशादि भेद बुद्धि निबंधनः रूप कार्यादि भेद व्यवहार तथा देहोपादि जीव भेद कृतः जन्म मरण व्यवहारः. So how a jiva, the soul is dies, and how he is born, all these things are difficult to comprehend. तस्मात् तत्कृतम् एव क्लेश कर्म फल वत्वम् आत्मनः न परमार्थतः इति एतत् दृष्टान्तेन प्रतिपिपायितम् आह. So if only one Paramatma is expressing through all the bodies, then why there are some people who are happy, who are miserable, who are successful, who are not successful? What is the reason? If it is only one, everything should be equal. See? So then the concept of last life, this life and next life is introduced. And then the law of karma is introduced. This law of karma is such a terrible thing. Get out of it. Don't get lost in that. Once I was in Switzerland and my friend told me, Swamiji, I am searching for this vegetarian restaurant. And we saw somewhere, we went there. And then he asked me, Swamiji, what should we order? I said, what is the name of the restaurant? Karma. So in Karma restaurant, what can you get? Prarabdha. You can get nothing. So what is the reason that some people are successful, not successful, somebody gets more misery, somebody gets less misery? What is the reason? Then we are told karma phala. In the last life, you have tortured your wife, therefore, she has come again to take the revenge with interest. But I don't remember. Who cares if you don't remember? That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. This is how this topic is introduced. Now, what is the purpose of introducing this topic is not understood by the average people. This is what Gaudapadacharya says, Yatha bhavati balanam gaganam malanam malinam malaihi tatha bhavati abuddhanam atma api malino malaihi. Balanam. Bala means bache, children. But here doesn't mean children. Here Bala means the one who are dull-witted. They are unable to comprehend the things. They get so confused. See? About this, I'll tell you. The other day, somebody showed me some YouTube. The e-rupee is coming up. So all your currency notes will be available in your phone, and like we do the transaction in the same manner without the involvement of the internet. If you do use Paytm and other things, you require internet. But here you will not require internet. You will be able to do it. So how it is? So I was trying to explain, my friend. He says, I am not convinced. I said, don't worry. It will take some time you to get it into it. Whether it is a currency note or it is a digital note, the same currency notes will be available also in digital form. So you don't require anything. You don't require internet. If I have to give you, I will never give you. If I had to give you 100 rupees, see, I don't require internet. See, I am not able to understand Swamiji. I said, forget about it. It is said here, abuddhanam. See, so like the fools, what they say, gagaram malinam malaihi. If there is a dusty area, we say the space is dusty, the sky is dusty, the sky is murky, the sky is blue. In fact, sky doesn't have any of these attributes. See? This is so simple. We have to just get it. That's it. When we keep in a pot milk, and another pot we keep water, the third pot we keep liquor, does it mean the space in the pot is contaminated by these three things? We may say the pot is contaminated, but not the space. And without the space, the pot cannot exist. See how important it is to understand. So here, yatha bhavati balanam gagalam malinam malaihi. Like the unintelligent people, they are unable to comprehend that the space looks blue, but it is not blue. Tatha bhavati abuddhanam atma api malinaha malaihi. Abuddhanam, the dull-witted, they also are unable to understand that. Now see, individual experience. Vision is not contaminated by any content that are illuminated by the vision. Now, in this, what sadhana you have to do? Tell me. You don't have to do anything. It is so. Whether we are hearing Ram Nama or we are hearing the abuses, does it make any difference to the hearing ability? Whether there are good thoughts or bad thoughts, it makes no difference to the mind. Mind continues to be mind. Mind is not good and bad. Now, the last thing, success and failure, both are eliminated by me. So I am independent of them. And ultimately, the waking, dream, deep sleep, and samadhi, all are supported by me. But by the waking and the dream, I don't get anything. And because of the deep sleep and the samadhi, I don't lose anything. This does not click us only because the basic error is maintained. The basic error is I am inside the body. Friends, the body is in me. Unless this happens, you will keep on suffering. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena Bhajati na Muktim Janmashatena Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam. See, friends, this experience which does not involve any known means of knowledge. What are the known means of knowledge? Sense organs, mind, and intellect. न तत्र चक्षुर गच्छति न वाक् गच्छति न मनः न विद्मः. Kenopaniषद. None of these faculties are functional in the truth. And what is our struggle? See, one young boy asked me this question in Calcutta. Swamiji, have you seen God? I said, why should I tell you? No, I want to know. I said, what is the error in this question? God is an object to be seen through the eyes. But what is the truth? The truth is beyond the hold of the sense organs. It is something like this thing. Eyes can see colors and forms. Can the colors and forms see the eyes? See? Mind can see the sense organs. Sense organs cannot see the mind. The more you become aware of this, then we come to know for the eyes, field is limited, colors and form. For the mind, the field is expanded, all the five sense objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. For the life, still it is expanded. Joy, sorrows, everything is there. And the absolute is beyond everything. Therefore, तथा भवति अबुद्धानाम आत्मा आत्मा अपि मलिनः मलैः. And because of that, we are all the time frustrated. See, do this thing, do that thing, पाप हो गया, पुण्य हो गया, राम राम राम. Relax. Enough of this. I was doing japa, but my mind was running here and there. What will happen? Nothing is going to happen. Whether you take the Lord's name or you don't take Lord's name, neither Lord is influenced nor you are influenced. You are beyond all that. See? Marane sambhave chaiva gatya gamanayo api sitau sarva sharireshu akashena avilakshanaha. Now be attentive. If we mistake that the soul is inside the body, then what happened? When the body is dropped, body dies, then what will happen to soul? The soul is continuous, therefore it will go from one body in another body. This is what the Karma Kanda Jaina, then the Buddhist and the Karma Kandi devotees, all of them are lost in this thought. Therefore, last life, this life, next life. That is not the purpose. The purpose is, before this body was born, you were there. Doesn't matter in what body. After these bodies drop, you continue to be there. Therefore, you have to be someone other than the body. So we are not because of the body is because of me. If we take this as our spiritual practice, then you start working. So if I am someone other than the body, then the inquiry begins, real inquiry begins. Then your sin, merit, going to hell and heaven, everything is deleted. No meaning to that. Then we come to find out, if I am other than the body, what exactly it means. So work on it. So what is the body? Body has a shape, a form. Other than the body, work on it. The shapeless, the formless. See? Mind can survive with names and forms. Nama Rupatmak Jagat. If there are no names, if there are no forms, mind dissolves. Can you tell ice has no form and no shape? Ice has to have a form and shape. If the form and the shape of the ice is dissolved, it is no more ice, it is water. Think in the same manner. The mind is surviving on these two things, name and form. And where from we get it? From our body. And when we drop the body identification as in deep sleep, that time, where are we? When are we? What are we? How are we? Nothing. But we are still there. See? Therefore, the purpose of this karma kanda, last life, this life, next life, sin, merit, etc., is meant only to help us stop blaming others for your problems in life. We are squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. We are all expert in blaming others. Till such time we blame others, we have not taken even one step on the spiritual path. We have to be responsible for ourselves. Then the question comes, why this is happening to you? Because in the last life you did this thing, suffer in this life. Oh, then do proper in this life, next life you will not suffer. And we get stuck there. That is not the purpose. See, like for the children, they don't like to study. So the teachers start giving some temptations. See, this is one chocolate. So the teacher's attention is on one. The child's attention is on chocolate. And the teacher thinks I'm teaching 1, 2, 3, 4. But the child is interested. Now we are going to get chocolate after the class is over. Who cares what is being taught? So one teacher asks, now you have learned, tell me, if I give you 2 chocolates, and if your friend gives you another 2 chocolates, how many chocolates you will have? The teacher has already given the reply by showing the fingers. And the child says, 5. 5? Again, see, 2 I gave, 2 your friend gave, it should be 5. How come 5? I have got 1 in my pocket. Now, his attention was not in your mathematics. His attention was on the chocolate. Exactly the same way. Our attention is not on the truth. See, the truth is, if I continue to exist beyond the body's, when the body is dropped, then I have to be someone other. Other means, what are the attributes of the body? They are not my attributes. So start playing. Don't do meditation. Play meditation, meditation. What it is like being other than the body. First thing, drop the shape of the body. So when the mind is given absence of form as the object of contemplation, mind dissolves. We have not done anything. No charity, no dharma, no chanting Lord's name, not pranayam, no nothing. See? So, marane sambhave chaiva gati agat gamanayoho api stitau sarva sharireshu. Therefore, so many bodies have come and gone. I am the same. Childhood body has come and gone. What happened to me? Then middle age body has come and gone. Old age body will also go. Who cares? So what error we have is we are inside the body, and therefore when the body drops, we go out of the body in another body. This is not true. The body is in me. Like this hall is in the space. The space is not in the hall. See, friends, if you take a container, suppose this is an empty bottle, and if I move this empty bottle, will the space in the bottle move? But if in this empty bottle, when I am putting water, then I am moving. Now the water is moving. Is the space moving? See, friends, we don't have to do anything. The real spiritual life is undoing and unbecoming. In Bangalore, before coming here, we had 3 sessions there: morning 3 sessions, evening 3 sessions. And the topic was topic was undoing, and evening topic was unbecoming. Listen to that. You will get sufficiently confused. See? Unless you are confused, you will not work. See? So, Stito Sharireshu Akashena Avilakshanaha. Like the space doesn't go in, everything comes and goes in us. See? Sangatah Sapnava Sarve Atma Maya Visarjitaha Adikke Sarva Sammecha Nopapatti Vidyate. Similarly, Atma Maya Swapnavat Sarve, in the dream, by our own mind's projection, the whole world is created. See? And there, somebody is good, somebody is bad, some are trees, some are rivers. Now, what is the logic? There is no logic. See? Logic is the most illogical thing in life. Drop it and just be. Logic is a trap by which we are kept in this relative world. See? Recently, there is an announcement about the Nobel laureate. 3 people were given for physics. And what is their conclusion? The world never exists, it is an illusion. See? Where is the world? If this much we see, my friends, the real spiritual, what I am practicing, I am telling you, learn from your every experience. Don't bother for anything else. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, मारो गोली, don't worry about it. Learn from your experience. See? Then you come to know that when there is no body identification, as in dream and deep sleep, we continue to exist. For this, we do not require any authority to tell us. We can never have the experience of our absence. What do you want? See? Therefore, Sanghata Swapnavat Sarve Atma Maya Visarjitaha Adhikke Sarva Sammecha Na Upapattihi Vidyate. There is no upapatti, there is no logic. Why some people are bad, some people are good, why some people are suffering. Why? There is no logic. It is like this. Don't get lost in this. There is nothing new ever has happened in this world. You take all your dreams. What is new in the dream? The same thing. Dream comes, stays for some time, we become misery, it goes away, again comes, same thing happening. And the dreams come and go, friends, equally. These waking dreams have also come n number of times. It has gone. I'll tell you one more deeper thought. Like for every dream, there is a separate dreamer. Equally true. For every waking experience, there is a separate waker. Either write autobiography of a dreamer or stop writing the autobiography of a waker. See, the world is name and form. My statue should be there and my name should be there. Neither the stone knows whose statue it is. Neither the person who has made it, he knows whose statue is this. Nor the person, they know whose statue is this. But after death, I imagine if my statue, if you are from UP, if my statue is there, see, there was a pigeon with a baby pigeon. Baby pigeon said, "Mummy, mummy, I want to go for potty. Go to Mahatma Gandhi." No, mummy, somebody is already sitting there. Okay, go to Shivaji Maharaj. No, there are two, three of them. All the statues are meant for the birds. Go and do their job. But that becomes so real for us. It is difficult to digest what I am telling. I agree. But this is the truth. See? So, adikye sarvasameva na upapattihi vidyate. This is like that. There is no logic in that. It is always like this. See? You can read all the histories of things. Indra, God, he also was infatuated towards the wife of some rishi. Our Puranic stories. See? So, what is the difference between Indra the god, or we the human beings, or the dogs, or the pigs? What is the difference? And get carried away by all these things. Friends, these are the ways to explain the truth to us. But instead of that, we are getting lost only in the externalities. Come back to yourself. Then you come to know Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihina yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva. Therefore, don't get carried away by all these things. Jiva, soul, and born and died, and papa and mahapapa. रसादयो हि कोशा व्याख्यातास्तैत्तरीयके तेषामात्मा परो जीवः खं यथा संप्रकाशितः. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said, Satyam Jnanamanantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Paramel Vyomanna Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Saha. After having given this mantra, that you are the divine one, he who has attained his final divinity, he is free from all the desires. Sarvan Kaman Saha Ashnute. All his desires stand fulfilled. Desireless being is abiding in the truth. Is it not our experience in the deep sleep? We have no desires because we have not taken ourselves to be finite. There is no sense of otherness. These two factors are required for the desires to be born: sense of incompleteness and sense of otherness. In deep sleep, both the things are absent. Therefore, no desires. And therefore, all happiness. And in that experience, what do we get? And what do we lose? Therefore, it is said earlier, Balanam, For bacha log, this is not there. No, but we were told you should do Ekadashi, and what, do it and suffer. Or do it and enjoy. Never lead your life under the fear psychosis. Any kind of fear is not spiritual life. See? So, after having told this, that yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomana soshnute sarvan kamansa. He attains freedom from desires. Then, thereafter, in the same Upanishad, it was said, Rasadayo Annamaya Rasa Pranamaya Ityadi Adaya. Then the topic was brought out that there is Annamaya Kosha, then subtler than the Annamaya Kosha is the Pranamaya Kosha, Anyontara Atma Pranamaya, then Anyontara Atma Manomaya, then Anyontara Atma Vijnanamaya, then Anyontara Atma Anandamaya. So we have put on the 5 layers of upadhis. So the Annamaya Kosh, the body, Pranamaya Kosha, the breathing, etc., Manomaya Kosha, the means of knowledge, Vijnanamaya Kosha, the notion of I, and Anandamaya Kosha, which is the cause from which everything comes out. And all of them are supported by the truth, which is uncontaminated by them. Now, what happens, in this understanding? We start the wrong way. Annamaya Kosh is the outer one. Anyontara, Anya Antara Atma. Antara means inside. So Anyontara Atma Pranamaya. Okay. The Annamaya, the gross body is outside, Pranamaya is inside. Then Anyontara Atma Manomaya. Oh, mind is inside the Prana. Okay. Then inside the mind is the Vijnanamaya, the I. So the I is there. And inside the I is the Anandamaya Kosha. Okay, this is Anandamaya Kosha. And inside the Anandamaya Kosha is Paramatma. Hare Dambo, this is not the meaning. Support is always bigger than the supported. See? External air, this I told you number of times. External air and internal air. See? If you cut their connection, do kumbhak for half an hour. See? You can't continue life. So what we have to understand, air is both outside and inside. Like the space is both outside and inside. Therefore, understanding should be the hall is in the space. In the same manner, the body is in the prana. Objects are outside, known by the mind. The knowledge is happening inside. Therefore, the mind is both inside and outside. Therefore, the gross body, the pranamaya kosha, they are inside the mind. The mind is the container. In that container are the contents of the gross and the gross body and the pranamaya kosha. And all of them are contents of the vijnanamaya kosha. Unless I is there, 3 have no existence. Whose body? Mine. Whose prana? Mine. Whose mind? Mine. So I is the container keeping all the 3 contents. So I is bigger than that. And Anandamaya Kosha is the one which is supporting all the 4 of them. In Anandamaya Kosha, this I, Vijnanamaya Kosha also dissolves. But Anandamaya Kosha continues. See? But we get lost in that small little thing and see inside. Look inside and go on doing like this thing. Or look above. Don't get lost in all the gimmicks. See? Kathopanishads beautifully present this thing. See? Indriyebhya parayartha arthebhyascha param manah manasastu parabuddhi buddhiratma mahan parah mahataha paramavyaktam avyaktat purusha parah purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. 8 times Para, this word has come 8 times, not once, twice. And the meaning of the para is cause, subtler, and pratyak, nearer. Three of them. Para. See? Indriyebhya parayartha. Artha is the tanmatras. So the sense organs are the objects, and the sense organs are the organs, and tanmatras are the objects. They are nearer. Then nearer to the tanmatra is the mind. Nearer to the mind is the individual intellect. Individual intellect, nearer than the individual intellect is the total intellect. Nearer than the total intellect is the avyakta or the maya. And nearer than that is the Purusha. And Purushanna Param Kinchit. This is the ultimate. Nearer. Don't look outside. And nearer doesn't mean inside the body. No. See. In this manner, when we are able to understand all these panchakoshas are supported by that reality which is uncontaminated by any one of them. Like in the pot, there may be so many things, all are supported by externally looking, supported by the pot, but essentially supported by the space. When we move the pot, space doesn't move. But without the space, nothing can be contained in the pot. Contents will move. See? Do one experiment, keep a big um, 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 container, parat, keep four small katoris, put little water in all them, and keep a light above. There will be four reflections. Then go on pouring water to such an extent that all the containers are submerged in the water, and there is only one surface. All the containers are submerged in the water, one surface. And then see what happened to the reflection. There will be only one reflection. So have the four gone inside each other? The more we become aware of this is what is said in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Dvayor madhur jnane param brahma prakashitam pruthivyam udare chaiva yatha akasha prakashitaha. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, in Madhu Brahmana, it is said, the experiencer and the experienced, both of them are the same divinity. Now, to understand this, take one example. The truth is Sat Chit. Now, expression of that Sat Chit depends on the upadhi through which it is expressing. Like, take fire. Fire has got two things, light and heat. So you apply the fire to the water in a container, the water will absorb or present only the heat aspect of the fire. Because of that, should we say fire has got only heat? Then the same fire applied to a wooden piece. There you get both the things, light and heat. If this is clear, in the same manner, some of the upadhis like the mic is the one where only the sat aspect, existence aspect is manifesting. That doesn't mean here there is no consciousness. There is, but not manifesting. See? But when it comes to the living beings, here the Sat, the existence, is associated with the knowledge, the Sat Chit. See? And therefore, the Sat Chit is constantly seeking the Sat. But the Sat, the objects are not seeking the Sat Chit because they are inert. Now, the ultimate is when Sat and Chit is established as one. How? Sat cannot be Achit, inert, and the Chit cannot be non existent. Therefore, when Sat and Chit unite, that is Ananda. Now, a gross example, a sweet meat, Shondesh, Sat, object, and Sat Chit, the tongue. When the Sat is landed on the tongue, the Sat Chit, the difference between the Sat and the Chit is dissolved and experience is Ananda. See, friends, but then we get lost in that. Therefore, in Madhu Brahmana, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is very beautifully said, like the space is outside the earth as well as the space is inside the earth. Unless there is space inside the earth, contents cannot be. When the volcanoes come out, where from they come? They have to be inside. See, there is one text of Santa Gyaneshwar. He explains the Chidakash, the conscious space, as solid space. Space because it contains everything. Solid because other than it there is nothing. Like gold is a solid space for all the ornaments. All ornaments are existing unmanifest in the gold. See? Therefore, Prithvivyam udare chaiva yatha akasha prakashita. So, in the same manner, like the space is outside and inside the earth, similarly, this whole world, objective and the subjective, both are in the same Chidakasha. And therefore, Jivatmanoho ananyatvam abhedena prashasate nanatvam nindyati yacha tadeva hi samanjasam. Therefore, ultimately, what is the truth? Jivatma, Jivatmano ananyatvam abhedena prakashate. Therefore, Atma, the pure self, and Jivatma, they are abheda, they are not different from each other. Now, our day-to-day example which I give you, at least one day it will click. Man and husband. Man is Paramatma, husband is Jivatma. Paramatma is infinite. Husband has become finite. If you have got a shoe number 7 or 8 and you put on shoe with one number less, what a fun it is for others to watch the way we walk. One number shoe makes us miserable, walk in a very funny manner. This Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayak Paramatma expressing through this shoe. Therefore, all the funny behavior is because of this. Remove the shoe and be happy. See, my friends, so much buried in this all the time. Therefore, how much time, energy, and efforts it will take for the husband to be a man, that much time, energy, and efforts are required for realization. What sadhana the husband has to kill the wife? No need. Divorce? No need. Then take her lightly, even if she is heavy. Life will be so beautiful, friends. But we become so serious about it. Therefore, Jivatmanoho Ananyatvam Abedena Prashasate. Everywhere, all our scriptures again and again telling that you are not Papoham, Papakarmaham, you are not sinner, you are divine. Whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. Whether you know or you don't know, you are divine. This is too much compulsion. Yes, you are compulsorily divine. You have no choice. यार मुश्किल हो रही है. Therefore, Mandukya Upanishad, they have already told, Balanam, it is not for those who are going to the Bollywood. It is not for those who are running all the time to the hospital. Not for those who are Krishna, 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 do this thing, do that thing, do this thing. Get rid of that. Just be. Be utterly selfish. Let the self be the ish. But in that so-called spiritual practice, we selfish. And therefore, sting comes out of her under the disguise of so-called spirituality. Friends, till such time, we have to do anything in this world. We have not taken even first step on the spiritual path. Then how to live? Life is a time pass. I was coming from Bangalore to Mumbai yesterday or day before yesterday. So there was one lady sitting next to me in the aisle seat. I was in the aisle, she was in the aisle seat. Some challenge, leg and with the artificial and all that. So she asked me, looking at my khada, oh, you belong to something? I said, yes, I belong to you. So she got frustrated. Unknown person, I belong to you. Then, what are you doing? I said, time pass. She stopped talking. Truth is that only, friends. There is nothing to be achieved in this world. Nothing to be dropped. See, relax, relax, relax. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Doing sadhana, where do you want to go? Heaven. And what is heaven? Same thing. There also, in heaven also, there is South Bombay. There is North Bombay. There also. Same thing, no difference. There also Jhopalpatti is there. See? Therefore, get out of that wrong notion. Therefore, Upanishad says, Nanatvam Nindyate Yacha. The multiplicity, I versus you, in Ninda is condemned. And you see, your whole life is what? Mai aru mora toratai maya. I versus you. If it is my daughter, she is so good. If it is my daughter-in-law, she is horrible. See, friends. Therefore, Nanatvam Nindate Yacha Tadeva hi samanjasam. Therefore, one has to look into the common denominator. Otherwise, whole life we will be suffering only in that. I have done this thing, I have done this. These parents and grandparents, I feel pity on them. Earlier, I used to talk to them in a very nice manner. No, no, it will be all right. Do this puja, etc. But then I found there is no end to it. So my simple reply is, when you got married, did you ask me? No. Now you suffer. Don't trouble me. See? So many of the children these days don't respect the elders. Now tell me, you have become old. What is your contribution? We are just growing. What we have done to become grown up. And that becomes our arrogance. Itna kiya. Who asked you? Our question is there. Who asked you? भगवान के लिए इतना किया, क्या मिला? किसको? भगवान को. See, friends, few things we have told a number of times. Whatever we are doing in our life, remember this basic principle: nobody needs us. Whatever we are doing, it is our need. And when we live your life with this understanding, you cannot have frustration in life, because you will be always with humility. If you are with humility, you will not be humiliated. See, friends, but we have that arrogance. Konyosti sadrusho maya. I have done this thing, I have done that thing, but the people don't recognize and don't respect me. Whenever we demand respect, we don't command it. See, friend, this is what most of the elder family have the same problem. See? Therefore, get out of all that and be at peace with yourself. Whatever you are doing, karma, yoga, devotion, or social service, whatever you are doing, bottom line is, are you at peace with yourself? When you land on the bed, can you go to sleep in a fraction of moment? When you get up in the morning, are you able to get out of the bed in a fraction of moment? Both the places we fail. You go to bed like a dosha treatment, go do this, and then sleep. In the morning also, we get up, another 5 minutes. See? Slave. Therefore, जीवात्मनोः पृथक्त्वं यत् प्रागुत्पत्ते प्रकीर्तितं भविष्यद्वृत्त्या गौणं तन्मुख्यत्वं नहि युज्यते. Now, before the Upanishadic thoughts in our in the Upanishad, the Vedas, the Karma Kanda, etc., is said that God created this world, then He created the jivas. See? He created man in His image, and woman is the image of the man. Double. See? Now, why this is said? This is not meant to say that there is creation. Now, this is the most important and subtle topic. There are 4 basic topics explained in our scriptures. You will not get in any other religion this thing. When I talk of scriptures, I clearly mean our Vedic scriptures. 4 topics. The creation. Not like others, or the earth is flat and the sun is moving around the earth. That dumb thing is not in our Vedas. See? So, creation. Second topic is the soul, the jiva. The third topic is God. And the fourth topic is spiritual practice. 4 topics. All of them are put together the contents of our scriptures. Now, the creation is explained exhaustively. There are 14 worlds, Bhurbu, Swaha, Mahajanatapa, and then the lower Atala Vitala Ityadi. See, 14 worlds. The exhaustive description is given. ऊर्ध्वमूलमधशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृता तस्य शाखा गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवाला अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते. First, the world is explained in a very beautiful way. And after having explained, then Bhagavan says that this kind of world you will never see anywhere. See, can we decide what kind of dream we are going to have? Tonight I am going to have. No, it doesn't exist. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate. Iha means vichara kale, when you inquire that the world is created by God, tasmad atmana akasha samudra. Don't get lost in that. Na rupam asya tathopalabhyate. Na nanto na chadir nari sampradishta. There is neither beginning nor end. See, then what is to be done? Ashwathaminam suviruda moolam. This world, we have taken it so serious. It has become very strong for us. The world is real. Then what is to be done? Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Cut it by the sword of the asangata, non-attachment. Now, come back. Urdhva moolam adashakam. Our human body is the world. The world is created when we are identified with the body. In the deep sleep, where are we? In India or USA or Germany? Where are we? In deep sleep, when are we? 2022, 1942. In deep sleep, what are we? Man or woman? Young or old? Rich or poor? But we are there. So when the world is created, the world is created the moment we are identified with the body. And therefore, the world begins from our own body. And the world culminates only when we disidentify with the body. Then, how to get rid of it? Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Attain freedom from body identification. How? Dridena chitva. If you want to cut a tree, and for that you go, because I'm very sentimental, I'm a very soft person. So I have to cut. Therefore, I'll go with a peacock feather and slowly hit the tree to cut it. It can never happen. Spiritual path is not for the weaklings. Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. See? Those who are touch me not brand, no, don't come here. See? Dridena chitva. Now one more important thing. How simple the things are. Attachment is an illusion. Attachment is not real. We are not attached to our body. See, when we sleep, what is the sleep? We detach ourselves from body identification. When we go to sleep, we start detaching from everything. Our name, fame, achievement, failure, friends, enemies, place, property, everything we drop. See? And ultimately, even the I who wanted to get rid of everything, even that I is dropped. I want to sleep. Even that I is also dropped. What remains is the truth. And are we not doing it every day? So detachment is our natural process. Only thing we are not aware of it. Spiritual life is becoming aware all that is happening in and around us, not leading a mechanical lifestyle. Therefore, जीवात्मनो पृथक्त्वं प्राक् उत्पत्तेः प्रकृतिदं भविष्यत् वृत्त्या गौणतत्. So it is said that the world is created, but after you accept it, then you start inquiring, is really the world created? And where from the world begins? And where the world is existing? That day is your rebirth, when you have come to this final conclusion and accepted that the life is lived by the mind and not by the body. You are reborn again. That which is not included in the mind doesn't exist for us. See, everything is in the mind. Attachment is not to the body, attachment is in the mind. The raga, dvesha, likes, dislike, they are in the mind. Friend, enemy, they are in the mind. Achievement, failures in the mind, not in the body. See, friends, the more we are aware of this, asanga shastrena dridena chitva, then one day we come to discover really our mind and we are not attached to anything in this world. Then the second topic comes is the jiva, the soul. It's very beautifully brought out that ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चाय विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितम्. Important thing, विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा. The story of Jiva is told beautiful. Jiva, the soul, is a fraction of the Paramatma, the infinite. And then he is living in the body. And when he leaves the body, he carries all the faculties with him, all the sense organs, etc. And then he enters other body. And there he is going through good and bad experiences. Then from that also he leaves, goes to other body. The story is going on beautifully. Bhagwan puts a break. Don't try to see such a thing. Na rupamasya itho labhyate. Like that, you will not see anything. But why we don't understand? Vimudha, बेवकूफ को समझ में नहीं आता. विमूढ़ा नानु पश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञान चक्षुषा. See, the sun is rising and sun is setting. Vimudha nanu pashyanti. The sun never rises and never sets. It is the earth, and the movement of the earth is superimposed on the sun. No, but I am seeing actually the sun rising. I had taken even a time lag photograph, video also. It is very clearly seen. Vimudha nanu pashan. बेवकूफ को समझ में नहीं आएगा. Fools cannot understand this. Jnana Chakshu. What is and what appears. The difference between the two is possible only those who have got this faculty, not otherwise. Therefore, Bhavishyat Vritya, like it is said, we keep the rice grains for cooking, and after it is cooked, it is called as the edible rice. So, chawal is raw rice. In English, there are no words like that. But the cooked chawal is called as bhat. So, what? No, I am cooking bhat. Bhat is never cooked. Rice is cooked. Bhat is eaten. Like we keep the water on the gas. Hey, what are you doing? I am preparing tea. He is only boiling water. But Bhavishyat Vritya, future, ultimately, he is preparing tea out of it. In the same manner, all these topics which come in our scriptures, they are meant to ultimately bring to our knowledge that you are that divine. Bhavishyat Vritya. Not to tell that you are born, you will die. Not to tell to go to hell and heaven. It is not the purpose. The purpose is come back to yourself. Similarly, God, 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 God. Yadadityagatam tejaha jagat bhasayate khilam. From there he starts and comes ultimately where? सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृति ज्ञानम अपोहनञ्च. Where is the God? He is expressing as the light in the sun, the light in the moon, the heat in the fire, the ability to germinate the plants and the trees in the earth, then the food, then the food goes in the stomach, then digestive power, and then the same Paramatma, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishtaha, the very heart of everything and being, and there he only is supporting waking dream, deep sleep and samadhi, and therefore Sarvaihi Vedaihi, all the scriptures have got only one thing, Aham Eva Vidya, find out who are you. Bhavishyat Vritya. See? When the children are to be told to study. So we give some promptings to them, some temptations. If you do this thing, I'll give you chocolate bar. So he does that. Once the child understands the value of education, then he doesn't require chocolate bar. In the same manner, all these topics in our scriptures, they are meant to bring our attention to Aham eva vidya. Who is this I? If I is there, then my wife. If I is there, then my children. If I is there, then my country. If I is there, everything is there. If I is not there, nothing is there. We know everything except who am I? See, my friends, but we are unable to understand and we get carried away only by that. See, if you are doing this thing to children, you are spoiling them. There's nothing like spoiling, they are already spoiled. Focus attention on the absolute. And for that, various examples are given in scripture. Mrud loha vispulingadyahi srushtirya tyo udita anyatha upaya so avataraya nasti veda kathanchana. There are many theories of creation in our scriptures, like Mrud Vispulinga Ityadi. Like out of the clay, the pots are made. In the same manner, out of Paramatma, the world is created. And then Vispulinga, like from the fire, the sparks come out. Like that, from the Paramatma, the spark of the world has come out. All these various examples in the scriptures are given not to prove creation, but to bring our attention to that where from everything originates, everything is sustained, and everything goes back. That is the purpose. See? But then we get lost in argument. If you study Panchadashi, in the fourth chapter, this topic is brought out very beautifully. So many theories of creation. But that doesn't mean we are talking about creation. We are talking about gold, not about the ornaments. See? Therefore, upayaha saha avataraya, to bring to our cognition this divine self. All these explanations are given, and they should not be mistaken that they are real, but to come back to the substratum where from everything is brought out and everything is going back. Therefore, for whom are these three things? आश्रमा त्रिविधा हीन मध्य उत्कृष्ट दृष्टय उपासनोपदिष्टेयम तदर्थम अनुकंपया. Now these various types of topics which come in our scriptures, why they are brought out? Now this is said in the 16th mantra that there are three types of people, and for them the three types of approaches are given. What is that? How is that? We'll see it in our next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ.